One of the government's biggest secrets isn't buried in a bunker or locked behind classified files.
What the?
Look at it through my phone. What the fuck is this?
Yo.
It's a normal phone. Bro. Look at it through my phone. What the fuck is this?
It's flying in plain sight. For decades, officials have insisted certain things don't exist.
Você viu isso?
So live from Dubai, broadcasted on Fox, on the right side of the screen. Did you see that?
Y ahora ya se... Ay, no. Dios mío. Padre amado.
And yet, Janet, the unmarked airline tied to Area 51, keeps taking off.
How you doing?
Come here.
Okay.
Step up here for me.
Stop right there.
Who could you point me to at the base who could give me some information?
Okay, what I want to tell you right now, you're trespassing on private property.
Is it government property or is it just private?
No comment. You're trespassing.
Okay. Who are you trying to kid, bud? I just trying to me and quit it.
Now, footage has surfaced of the clearest UFO ever filmed over Area 51 itself. Suddenly, Janet isn't just a curiosity. It's part of a much larger mystery.
Or navigation charts. But there's rumored to be a secret airline just for transporting Area 51 employees. The airport allegedly lies on an unmarked airfield, completely hidden from view, unless you know where to look.
We think that these are the planes that take people to Area 51.
These airliners?
Exactly, and it's called Janet Airlines, which is pretty amusing. And we're talking about, hundreds of employees.
Janet Airlines actually has 6 737s carrying approximately 190 passengers each and 5 smaller jets. That's a fleet capable of transporting 1,200 people a day to a place that does not exist. No one knows why the name Janet was chosen, but some say it stands for Joint Air Network for Employee Transportation, while others claim just another non-existent terminal.
I don't think we're going to get on one of these Janet airplanes, but we got to go there.
I'll go.
Okay. Hey, Brad.
It sounds noisy.
The real question is, what exactly have they been flying in and out all this time? What Janet is? Janet isn't a normal airline. It isn't in travel guides, and it won't show up on commercial schedules. But it quietly operates day in and day out from a private terminal at Las Vegas's Harry Reid International Airport. Most people only see white Boeing aircraft with a simple red stripe flying overhead and don't think twice. What they may not realize is that these planes are part of a classified U.S. Air Force passenger transport system designed to move people, equipment, and possibly things the public doesn't normally get to see. Janet's purpose appears simple. It transports U.S. government employees, Department of Defense civilians, contractors, and other personnel with very high security clearances to and from highly restricted military sites ordinary people cannot access.
No, not you. Go ahead. What's up, bud?
How you doing?
Come here.
Okay.
Step up here for me.
Am I being detained or?
Are you being detained? Just step up here. Let me talk to you.
I am being detained?
Step up here. Let me talk to you.
Okay.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Filming.
Okay, what are you filming?
Right now, you.
Well, I understand. I'm filming you also.
Outstanding.
Okay. Do you have ID on you?
Yes.
Can I see it, please?
Am I being detained?
Yeah, let me see your ID. I want to know who you are.
Okay.
I want to know who you are, and I want to know what you're doing here.
I'm filming.
Okay, I see that.
Yes.
I understand that.
Why am I being stopped? I don't understand.
Because I want to know why you're filming cars that are going into the airport.
Filming all kinds of things.
What are you filming?
Anything I see from public.
Okay, let me see your ID so I know who you are, so you're not wanted for any murder warrants, anything like that, and then I'll let you go on your way.
Sure. What crime am I being detained for?
Nothing. You're not harming anybody right now, are you?
Okay. So why am I being detained?
I'm asking you for your ID.
Okay.
Okay, so I can run you to make sure that you're not wanted for any warrants.
Sure.
And then I'll let you go on your way.
Okay.
Do you have any murder warrants?
No.
Okay, then I'll let you go on your way in about 2 minutes.
Okay.
Can we do that?
And what crime do you suspect me of committing?
Nothing. You're not doing anything wrong. I just told you like 4 or 5 times.
Why am I being detained?
You're not being detained.
So I'm free to go?
You can go if you want.
Great. Your name and badge number?
Michael Toomey Walsh, badge number 6501.
Have a great day, officer.
Yet many believe it carries far more than that, operating right above us without drawing attention. Unlike commercial airlines, Janet doesn't answer to the public or market itself. The name isn't an official corporate title, but an unofficial call sign used in aviation circles and air traffic communications. Its meaning has never been confirmed. On flight plans, Janet aircraft use the ICAO code WWW, while pilots identify themselves using the call sign Janet, a name that eventually became widely known. But the question is, where does Janet actually go, and why does it disappear sometimes? Restricted destination. The Janet airline connects the U.S. military and defense personnel to some of the most classified and restricted locations on U.S. soil. To the casual observer, these unmarked white jets depart Las Vegas, but where they go is far from ordinary. The most iconic and frequently visited endpoint is Area 51, officially known in military records as Homey Airport or Groom Lake. This remote strip sits deep within the Nevada Test and Training Range, one of the most tightly controlled airspaces in the country. It's a place shrouded by secrecy, yet the government continues to deny that it even exists. Janet is meant to transport personnel with high security clearances from Las Vegas into secret places like Area 51. Area 51 is the most famous one when you look at the secrets it holds, from the alien beings to extraterrestrial technology. But this isn't the only location. Among the confirmed locations are the Tonopah Test Range, which is also within Nevada, Plant 42 in California, a major aerospace research and development hub, China Lake Naval Weapons Station, which is used for weapons testing and evaluation, and Edwards Air Force Base, a site for flight testing and aerospace research. These destinations are scattered across the western United States, but are only connected by security clearance and mission requirements. Ordinary travelers will never see a ticket booth or schedule board for a Janet flight, because the work there is classified at the highest levels. But there's something even stranger happening in the Janet destinations. It seems like what Janet is doing isn't only carrying people, but it might also be transporting UFOs, aliens, and extraterrestrial technology. UFO and alien cover-ups. The Janet airline has also brought up questions about secret cargo, too. Many are now asking, what if Janet isn't merely transporting personnel, but something way more extraordinary, like extraterrestrial craft, technology, or even alien beings themselves? This narrative has grown out of decades of secrecy and speculation surrounding Area 51, where Janet regularly flies. Area 51 is shrouded in classification and is off-limits to virtually everyone else. But we've seen some trucks and planes go in and out, raising questions about what is happening there. That led to the claim that unidentified flying objects, or even alien technology recovered from mysterious incidents, could be moved through heavy transports. Sometimes, these have been captured on video or in photos showing unusual, covered objects being hauled on flatbed trucks near secret installations. Some videos have revealed a truck hauling a vaguely disc-shaped load under a tarp, accompanied by a police escort. These clips seem to be more than enough evidence that something otherworldly is being moved to a classified site, probably through Janet's airlift network. From the Roswell incident that ignited UFO theories in the 1940s to modern whistleblower claims of abandoned government files about alien craft and bodies, there is definitely secret activity in these highly classified military sites. With how secret Janet is, many suspect alien cover-ups. With all the secrecy comes a question: is the government lying to us? Whenever a Janet jet disappears into a restricted airspace, is it really carrying normal items like military hardware or national defense projects? Or is it something more dramatic and shocking, like extraterrestrial technology or strange beings that are not from Earth? The sense of mystery around Janet continues, and although we don't know what exactly these planes carry, we still know that it's deeply connected to Area 51, which has been a secret aviation and weapons testing site for many. Area 51 context.
This week we've heard the contention of UFO researchers that there's a secret government within our government. While that may be hard to believe coming from the UFO perspective, we've certainly learned in Watergate and the Iran-Contra scandal that factions within our government can and do pursue their own hidden agendas outside of the law, outside the control of Congress, or the knowledge of the American people. He says he was hired to work at an area called S4, which is a few miles south of Groom Lake. At S4, he says, are flying saucers, antimatter reactors, and other working examples of technology that is seemingly beyond human capabilities.
Right, this came from somewhere else. I mean, as bizarre as that is to believe, but I mean, it's there, I saw it. I know what the current state of the art is in physics, and it can't be done.
Janet usually goes to Area 51, one of the most secretive and storied military installations on Earth. Janet is usually located deep within the Nevada Test and Training Range. Officially, the U.S. Air Force calls it Homey Airport, but to the world, and those who are investigating the secrecy and the unexplained, it's simply Area 51. Area 51 wasn't always a legend. It started in the 1950s, when the CIA and the Air Force were searching for an isolated location to test high-altitude reconnaissance aircraft like the Lockheed U-2. In 1955, Groom Lake was selected for its remoteness and the natural camouflage of the surrounding deserts and mountains. Over time, it became a hub for cutting-edge development and testing of some of the most advanced military aircraft in U.S. history, from the A-12 and SR-71 Blackbird to the F-117 Nighthawk stealth fighter. The official use of the site was unknown to the public for decades. So deep was the secrecy that the U.S. government didn't acknowledge Area 51's existence until 2013, when declassified documents confirmed its role in the development of spy planes and experimental aircraft. Because of this secrecy, people began to suspect that Area 51 was holding UFOs and aliens. Unexplained sightings of unusual lights and UFOs around the region have been reported for years, even before the government admitted that it existed. In some cases, some explain that those sightings were caused by military aircraft being tested at altitudes or speeds unseen by the public. But some of those UFO sightings can't be explained until now. There have been testimonies from people who claim to have worked there. One of the most famous figures is Bob Lazar, who revealed in 1989 that he said he worked on reverse engineering extraterrestrial spacecraft at a site near the base called S4. Lazar described seeing craft of disc-shaped design and claimed that they were powered by unknown technologies, fueling decades of conversation and speculation. Not all accounts are as sensational, but they are telling about the environment. Former employees like T.D. Barnes, a specialist who worked on top-secret aircraft programs, described Area 51 as a place of intense secrecy and high stakes. There, mundane activities like paperwork and camaraderie coexisted with boundary-pushing aviation development. Barnes spoke of aircraft like the A-12 Ox Cart, precursor to the SR-71 Blackbird, reminding us that even the real programs tested there stretch the imagination. Others participated in the cover-up, saying that there were no aliens or alien technology in Area 51. But those living in the area have reported unusual lights, aerial behavior, and shapes in the sky. The name Area 51 itself derives from old designation grids used on government maps. There's no official sequence of area names like 49 or 50 in active use today, despite ongoing speculation about them. Janet continues to carry people and secret items into classified locations, but not everything about it is a secret, like those who own and run it. Fleet and ownership. At first glance, the Janet fleet looks simple, and there are just a handful of plain white Boeing 737-600 jets with a single red stripe and no airline logos or public ticketing. These jets are registered to and owned by the United States Department of the Air Force, meaning every one of them belongs to the U.S. military rather than a civilian airline company. This fleet of Boeing 737-600s, acquired in the late 2000s from Air China and modified for its unique mission, is the backbone of Janet's operations. These aircraft were chosen for their range, reliability, and adaptability, qualities that make them suitable for frequent short hops into remote and highly secure environments. Though there are a few smaller support aircraft historically associated with the operation, it's the 737-600s that dominate what Janet is known for today. The flights are scheduled like any airline service with 3-digit flight numbers, yet they aren't published, they aren't sold to the public, and they don't appear in commercial itineraries. Instead, this fleet quietly does its work in plain sight, ferrying people into environments most of the world is barred from seeing. Even the way the fleet is managed shows the dual identity. Although the Air Force owns the aircraft, the daily operations are handled by defense contractors under strict government contracts, with personnel required to hold top-secret clearances just for them to serve on board. Even the pilots need to be top secret. But now, an image is spreading around revealing the clearest UFO ever, and this might be one of the things that the government is lying to us about. Image revealed of clear UFO witnesses are calling this the clearest sighting in decades, as a mysterious triangular object was filmed hovering over the restricted skies near Area 51, reigniting debates about UFO activity and government secrecy. The footage was captured late at night, and it shows a sleek, dark object cutting through the night sky, defying all the known aircraft designs. Unlike commercial jets, fighter planes, or drones, the craft doesn't have any visible wings, engines, or navigation lights. It seems like a solid metallic triangle gliding silently over the desert. The object's shape is especially striking. It has long, sharp edges that taper into a point, with a flat undercarriage that reflects faint light in the grainy recording. Witnesses have noticed the unusual lack of propulsion noise or contrails, which you can't find in any aircraft that's currently in operation. The UFO moves with a precision and speed that would challenge even the most advanced military aircraft, prompting speculation that it may be leveraging technology far beyond publicly known capabilities. Some experts in aerodynamics have commented that the triangular design could reduce radar visibility, aligning with theories that the object might belong to a highly classified government project. The sighting has also been connected to the Canet airline, a series of secretive flights that were linked to the U.S. Air Force and known for transporting employees to and from Area 51. For decades, many have wondered that these flights are a hub for experimental aircraft, and also a storage and testing site for recovered extraterrestrial technology. The triangular shape of the UFO bears a resemblance to various aircraft reported by anonymous whistleblowers associated with Area 51 projects, raising the possibility that this is no ordinary alien encounter, but perhaps a top-secret experimental craft. Now, ufologists have shared multiple angles of the sighting online, especially since it seems to defy gravity and move erratically in ways that are inconsistent with any known propulsion system. When looking at the timing of the footage and the routine Janet flight paths, it has fueled speculation that the government contractors might have been testing new aerial technologies under the cover of darkness. The lack of transparency has intensified distrust, as many are wondering whether the government is deliberately keeping the public in the dark about aerial innovations, or worse, extraterrestrial encounters. Historically, Area 51 has been shrouded in secrecy, with decades of speculation around unidentified aerial phenomena originating from the region. The recent release of government UFO reports has not quelled public curiosity. Rather, sightings like this latest one suggest that there is much more happening behind the gates of the desert base than officials are willing to disclose. As experts analyze the footage frame by frame, the world waits for confirmation. Is this the first clear glimpse of a UFO operating near a known military facility? Or is it another piece of an ongoing, tightly guarded government puzzle? But for now, the public is kept in the dark about what happened, and the government continues to keep news about the UFO and Janet under the wraps. Secrecy and public awareness. Janet's existence is one of modern aviation's strangest contradictions. It operates in plain sight, yet the U.S. government has never publicly released schedules, routes, or operational details, and officially doesn't acknowledge what most people already know. There are no published timetables, no press releases, no ticket counters, and no marketing because Janet isn't meant to be part of the civilian world. Its purpose and operations are classified by design, feeding a mystique that surrounds every white Boeing 737 taking off from the private terminal in Las Vegas. Despite this intentional secrecy, aviation enthusiasts and trackers have done something shocking. They have documented Janet's flights through FAA registration data, aircraft spotting, and real-time flight tracking tools. These trackers identify these jets by their distinctive red stripe and lack of airline livery, and they usually monitor flight paths as they leave Las Vegas and head toward restricted zones. So, for the U.S. government, Janet might not be as hidden as they might think, as many can see these flights depart and track them for part of their journey. Despite how long they track them, they never follow the Janet flights until the end, and so no one still knows the exact places where they land. Once these planes enter highly restricted airspace, the data often disappears, either due to security protocols or a lack of civilian radar coverage near these zones. That disappearance from public screens adds to the sense of secrecy, even while the earlier portions of the flights remain visible and recorded. Plane spotters have been checking FAA registration records to confirm that these aircraft are registered to the U.S. Air Force, with many even storing the lists of tail numbers and flight histories over the years. Some have even given their tips on how to track them or identify their movements using specialized receivers. And many conversations about these flights are circling among ufologists and enthusiasts. Outro. After they filmed the Clearest UFO flying over Area 51, they realized that something secret is happening in this place. The government is covering up the truth about what the Janet airline is transporting and where they are going. Do you think Janet is transporting defense contractors and soldiers, or something more shocking, like aliens, UFOs, or extraterrestrial technology? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. So, thanks for watching this video, and we will see you in the next one.